Hey everyone, so for this video I'm just going to be showing you my method of painting Death Guard armor. So I like to use Death World Forest as the base, but you're perfectly fine using Death Guard Green. I just like it a little bit darker. So what I'm going to do to start is just base the entire model with this Death World Green. So I'm just going to put this all over the armor. Alright, so this took me about 2 layers done. Goes on pretty well, and here's what it looks like after it's dried. So the next step is to just use this Balthazar gold or any kind of bronze you have and just highlight all of those shoulder plates and other areas. So I'm just going to highlight this shoulder bit first, and then you've got that middle part of that shoulder plate with the skulls on it. Just going to paint that, and then there's armor trims around the model too. Alright, so all Death Guard armor is different, so you just want to look for any different kind of plates of metal you should have on the model. So here I am just painting that neck bit, and you've got these small armor trims around the model, so just make sure you get all of those. Alright, so here's the model at this point. You should have all of the armor painted. I'm just using one section. So now to tie it all together, I'm going to be using Agrax Earthshade, and I'm using a pretty thick wash and just getting all of the armor, all of those bronze part and the green, just putting this on. And I'm also putting it on pretty thick because we're going to be doing a thing of rust after this. Alright, so once that's dried, I'm going to be going on to what I think is the most important step. So I'm going to be using Tithus Corrosion to do the rust here. You can use any sort of rust medium that's like this, but I find Tithus Corrosion is pretty good. So you want to take a pretty decent glob of this and just wipe it all over. I've used probably a little bit too much, but it's perfectly fine. You can just wipe this off. It stays wet for quite a while. So I'm just wiping this all around, and then I'll just clean off the brush and take some off. So you want that green to still show through, but you want a heavy amount of Tithus Corrosion all around the edges and stuff like that. So I'm just getting a little bit to show through now. So a layer of Tithus Corrosion, kind of similar to what I've got at this point, should be good. Alright, so here's the model once it's dried. You can see it's looking a lot darker now. So what I'm going to do is just get that Death Guard green and make some highlights on the plates. So you want to do this around the edges of the plates. And I'm also going to put it on large raised parts like this. So large open areas, you just want to put this over. And you kind of want to scratch it on. You don't want smooth or round parts. Just make it still look pretty rusted and beaten up. And if it's looking too bright, I'm kind of just dabbing it away with my finger. So yeah. Alright, so I'm also going to put this Death Guard green in small areas like the shoulder plate here. And just using that scratching method again. Even that small top area, I'm just going to get with the Death Guard green. So make sure you get all those hidden areas, and this is what it should look like afterwards. Alright, so now I'm going to be using Temple Guard blue, but you can use Sotek green or any kind of turquoise. And I'm going to be thinning this down quite a lot until it's like a watery consistency. I'm just putting it all on all of those kind of raised dotted areas of the shoulder plate and underneath, and any kind of symbols you have, like those skulls, just kind of put it in the cracks and then dot it on those kind of trims. Alright, so here's what the armor should look like after it's finished. You see you've got that dirty kind of look with that Death Guard green highlighting it. So here's an example model I've done. You can see what it kind of looks like afterwards. That dirty look. So yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you like these kind of tutorials, because I'll be making a lot more, and see ya.